Right, we're not going to have anybody in just yet. I haven't shared this, but hopefully people will join us very soon. We're going to have the live draw. Not the actual draw. I cannot stream the draw, just so you know. It's going to be a live reaction to the draw, so everyone's going to see who gets who. I'm just going to read it off the screen, basically. If I try to put it on the screen, I will get a cheeky little ban, like I did last time, 90-day ban. So, yeah. Carabao Cup Live, third round draw. You will be getting, you will be finding out who gets who here. I can't turn it around on the TV, I'm afraid, and I do apologise for that. Jack boy, how's it going, mate? Okay. So yeah, the programme's going on the TV at the moment. The draw is going to be happening at some point soon. I don't know exactly when, but obviously the programme they started at 7 o'clock. They're in the studio ready to go as it goes. So if you want, what was it? I think it's just a bit of a panel show, but the stream will be coming soon for the draw. I can't do it on the TV, guys. I do apologise. I cannot do it on the TV, but I can give you a reaction. I can basically tell you who draws who. So if you stay tuned in, you will find out who gets who if you haven't got access to Sky, of course. This is on Sky Sports Football Live at the moment. And David Seaman's pretending that he knows something about football. And Julian Lescott evenly is pretending he knows something about football. And the presenter probably knows more than the two of them put together, to be honest with you. David Seaman, decent keeper, mind you. But Julian Lescott was an awful defender as far as I was concerned. I don't know how he managed to play with Man City for so long. But there we go. Yeah, so for those of you just tuning in, yes, you will find out who gets who in the draw right now. As soon as they kick things off, I'd imagine Seaman and Lescott are going to be the ones doing the draw. It's just going through some highlights at the moment, showing how Burton knocked out Aston Villa. Unfortunately, my team, Newport County, couldn't knock out Oxford, but you know, that's life. But for those of you just joining us, yes, you guys will know who gets who in the draw, and I will be telling you. I cannot put it on the TV. I did that with the FA Cup last year, and I got the channel a 90-day ban, which is a bit of a gutter. But for those of you who don't need to watch it here, don't feel you have to. It's on Sky Sports Football. For those of you who've got Sky, but those who want to stay here and talk football a little bit in the meantime, feel free. Stay here. I'm a massive football fan. This is a Newport County channel, but we do a lot of neutral content. So any of you who'd be nice enough to subscribe, that would be great. Subscribe to the channel and look at some of our compilations, look at some of our neutral videos, or even if you fancy looking at our Newport County stuff. You know, there's some good videos on you. So any of you who are willing to subscribe to the channel, that would be immensely appreciated, and thank you in advance. Any likes that you want to give as well, let's see if we can get some likes. I might do a Q&A afterwards. We do talk a lot of football on this channel. I do this live stream every Sunday, but I'm looking to bring reactions to every cup draw as well. So for those of you who are just joining us, yes, you will be able to know who gets who. But I think BH Triple H there has just asked. I cannot put it on the TV, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, but I did get us a ban for doing it with the FA Cup last year. So you guys will know who gets who. I will tell you. As long as you can hear me loud and clear now, you'll know who gets who. So there we go. So someone's saying Spurs are winning the league. If you'd have bought someone, I'd have said maybe, but no chance. Not this year. I can't see anybody else other than City winning it again. But Liverpool could be in the mix, I think, this year. Very much so. Chelsea will have a much better season. Spurs will have a good season because they're still strong. I think United are looking poor, and Arsenal have got a lot of work to do, if I'm being honest. But that's a little snippet of football. I've got to remind anyone who's just joining us now that yes, you are going to find out who gets who. The draw hasn't happened yet. It's on my TV, just over in the corner behind me. I can't show you the TV because my channel got a 90-day ban because I did that before. But for those of you who are tuned in now, thanks for tuning in. If any of you are not subscribers to the channel, if you could subscribe, that would be massively appreciated, and thank you in advance for that. We got some great videos on here. I mean, it's a Newport County channel primarily, but we do have a lot of neutral stuff, a lot of neutral compilations, even things that slag off the Americans and the football that they do over there. Well, they call it soccer. Don't know where that name came from. Football's the only word for this beautiful game, of course. But there we go. Right, so the numbers I was looking for: Arsenal are number 2, Blackpool are number 4, Burton are number 7, Chelsea number 8, Derby are number 10, Liverpool are number 14, Macclesfield are number 15, Man City are number 16, Man United are number 17, Oxford, boo, 22, Tottenham 27, and Wycombe 32. So they are the popular numbers that people may be looking out for. I don't know why they don't just give me all of them. I don't know who's who, but it pretty much goes in alphabetical order. So I think you can pretty much guess roughly where your numbers are going to be. Yeah, so Oxford, fair play. You outplayed us, you schooled us, and you know, what can I say? But sorry, Wolves number. Someone's asking for Wolves number. We haven't got the Wolves number. They didn't put it up on the screen for some reason. But it looks as though Lescott and Seaman are in place by the big bowls, so it will be starting pretty soon. But for those of you just joining us, you will find out who gets who. Someone's asked who I support. Newport County. This is a Newport County channel. Any of you that would like to subscribe, we do a lot of neutral videos. There's already hundreds of neutral videos. So if you could subscribe, that would be great. Now, the draw's about to start. First ball out.
Number 29.
First ball out is number 29. So that's West Brom. West Brom at home. George WBA, if you're in, you're at home, mate. Playing number 9, who are Crystal Palace. So West Brom versus Crystal Palace is the first one. West Brom versus Crystal Palace. Next ball out is number 2. That's Arsenal, isn't it? Yep, Arsenal at home. Any Arsenal fans in? You're at home. Against number 5. Who are they? Brentford, Arsenal, Brentford. That's a good one for Brentford fans. We got any Brentford fans in? We had some last time. That's a great draw.
Number 7.
Number 7 is the next one. That's Burton. Burton have got a home draw again. Who are they going to be playing?
Number 6.
Number 6. Burnley. Bloody hell, they're all low numbers at the moment, aren't they? Shake them up a bit, boys.
32.
Number 32 is the next one. So we had Burton and Burnley was the last one. Wycombe are at home to Norwich. So Wycombe versus Norwich. That's quite local for Norwich, really, isn't it? So not many teams are local to Norwich.
Number 22.
Number 22. Oxford are at home. Knocked us out. Buggers. Playing number 16. Man City. Oh my God. Obviously, it would have been alphabetical order anyway, so Oxford versus Man City, that's what we missed out on. Next is number 30, West Ham. West Ham are at home. And you guys are going to be playing?
Number 15.
Number 15, Macclesfield. West Ham are through to round 4. So, West Ham versus Macclesfield. Number 19, Millwall. Look how close West Ham were to Millwall in the draw. Millwall playing number 12. Fulham, London Derby. Oh, London Derby, Millwall versus Fulham. That's 2 London Derbies now with Arsenal Brentford.
Number 14.
Next ball's number 14. Liverpool are at home. It's one for the small club now. Number 8. Chelsea. Ooh, that's a big tie that is, isn't it, for round 3. Liverpool, Chelsea.
Number 1.
Number 1 is Bournemouth. Bournemouth are at home to
Number 3.
number 3. That is Blackburn. Bournemouth at home to Blackburn. Tottenham haven't been called out now. Number 23, PNE. I think people were asking for PNE, weren't they? Preston North End will be playing at home to number 18, Middlesbrough. Preston versus Middlesbrough. Number 31. That'll be Wolves are at home. Number 13. Leicester. Someone just asked if Everton's been out. I don't think they have, no. So Wolves versus Leicester.
Number 27.
Number 27. Tottenham are at home. I think we had a few Tottenham fans asking for Tottenham. You're at home.
28.
Number 28, Watford.
Number 28, Watford. So that's quite a local one as well, isn't there? A few local London ones, eh?
Number 4.
Number 4, Blackpool.
Number 4, Blackpool.
Get on the big dip, whoever goes there.
Number 24.
Against number 24, QPR. So Blackpool versus QPR. West Ham have been 8. West Ham have got Macclesfield at home.
Number 11.
Number 11's the next ball out. And that's Everton. People are asking for Everton. You guys are at home.
Number 25.
25, Southampton.
So you're playing Southampton. Number 25, Southampton. So that's Everton versus Southampton.
Number 17.
The next one's number 17,
Manchester.
Man United. Here's one for the smaller clubs.
Won this trophy.
How many smaller clubs are left in it now?
Number 10.
Number 10,
10, Derby by Preston.
Derby.
Honestly.
Any Derby fans in? You got a trip to Old Trafford.
Number 21.
Next one's 21.
Four-time winners.
That's Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest playing against
Number 26.
number 26, Stoke.
City, who knocked out Huddersfield on Tuesday.
Nottingham Forest versus Stoke. And that there looks like that concludes the draw, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. I hope you all caught who your teams have got. I think it'll show a list, so hang around just in case you missed it. I'll read out their list right now. It'll come up now, I think.
Let's recap what's just
Yep,
happened here.
they're doing a recap. Let's have a look. Third round draw is, and I'll read it out again, West Brom versus Crystal Palace, Arsenal versus Brentford, Burton versus Burnley, Wickham versus Norwich, Oxford United versus Man City, West Ham versus Macclesfield, Millwall versus Fulham, Liverpool versus Chelsea. Let's wait till the turn to the next page.
Chelsea, look at that one.
Big draw that, Liverpool-Chelsea, mind. Bournemouth versus Blackburn, Preston versus Middlesbrough, Wolves versus Leicester, Tottenham versus Watford, Blackpool versus QPR, Everton versus Southampton, Man United versus Derby, Nottingham Forest versus Stoke. And that's your lot, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. We're going to stick around for an extra 10-15 minutes to do a Q&A for those of you who want to stick around. Those of you who are still here, who haven't subscribed yet, please drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. Anything will be appreciated. If you can subscribe, that would be great. You know, we need some more subscribers on the channel. We got some great content. It's a Newport County channel primarily, but we do have a lot of neutral videos, a lot of compilations, a lot of fans singing compilations, funny football chants, compilations in the concourse, pyro compilations. We got loads on you. A lot of football interest compilations. So that's on our compilations playlist. So check that out. If any of you want to ask anything, on my opinion on anything to do with football, feel free to drop a question in. There's still about 100 of you in here. Wow, I've just lost a load of you. For those of you who are thanking me, no problem at all. I would appreciate anyone who can subscribe to the channel. That would be great. The more subscribers we got, the better the channel will do, and the more likely we will be able to bring these live reaction streams to you. There you go. Thank you for those who subscribed. Much appreciated. Catch me every Sunday night at 8 o'clock for Taft's Word Live, where we have a community of people from all different clubs who come and talk football. It tends to get dominated with Newport County because there's a lot of Newport County fans, but we do talk about other football as well. A lot of people do drop in with a lot of random football questions, and sometimes they put me to the test as well. Liverpool fan but subbed, happy days. There's some stuff that's got Liverpool included in it on here. There's actually a really good video of when Liverpool played Man City in the League Cup final a few years back. The one side sang "You Never Walk Alone," and then immediately after, the other side sung "Blue Moon." It's actually a really good video for those who are Liverpool fans, but we have got a lot of just regular neutral compilations that may include your clubs in it. So any of you want to sub and check out what we got, marvellous. Middlesbrough, oh bloody hell, who did Middlesbrough get again? I think you're away. I think you're away to, oh God, I want to say Preston. Is it Preston? Middlesbrough playing Preston away. I'm sure that's what it was. Those asking for my team is Newport County. I'm a big Newport County fan. I go home and away. I volunteer for the club as well, and I'm one of the admins of this channel, which is primarily a Newport County channel, but as I've said, plenty of neutral stuff on here, plenty of stuff for all of you to watch and enjoy, things that could include your club. I even take requests as well, so feel free to drop the channel a message anytime you want, and I'll do any sort of request. If I do tributes to players. There's for those Liverpool fans there's a really good Steven Gerrard tribute on this channel. That comes under the Taft's Tributes playlist. But for those of you still here, if you want to talk football, we can talk football. Those of you who have just left, cheerio, thanks for watching. I hope you've all subscribed. And for those of you who want to stay and talk football now, feel free to drop some questions in. For those of you who want to go now and you want to come back another time, every Sunday night at 8 o'clock, I do this sort of live stream thing where me and the people in the super chat, we talk football. And we've been known to get donations from time to time, the odd couple of quid here and there. Anybody feeling generous tonight, particularly thankful for bringing you the draw, then you know, we'll accept any donation. Thank you in advance for anyone who would go and do that. Right, before you do the draw, your predictions on who you think who get who. All right. Okay, are you basically saying that we can do like a prediction thing, like who's going to get who I think will get who, or who you think will get who? If that's what you mean, then give us a thumbs up. Right, what's your top 5 favourite English League derbies? So we're talking only English League or British derbies, because you know, basically I'd like to be able to mention the Old Firm in that one. But I gotta say, the Merseyside derby is always good. The Tottenham versus Arsenal or North London derby is particularly good. I like Villa and Birmingham as one. As I said, the Merseyside. I think the North East derby, Newcastle and Sunderland, is a particularly beefy one as well. And to be honest with you, I got to say, I think Exeter and Plymouth is a big one in my opinion. I know they're two small clubs, but trust me, I speak to a lot of fans who've been in League Two and who are in League One, and I tell you, they hate each other, absolutely hate each other. But there's the obvious London ones. I mean, take your pick from all the London ones. Although Millwall and West, fair enough, Millwall fan dropping it in there. Millwall and West Ham is a big one, of course. There's a lot of derbies that are considered big, and everyone will think that their derby's bigger than the rest. So anyway. Right, who did West Brom get? Now, it's coming up at the bottom, so when I see West Brom, oh, there you go, West Brom got Crystal Palace at home. To be fair, the Exeter fans at Fulham were superb. Exeter fans are decent, I gotta be fair. Not quite as good as Newport County, of course, so I'm going to be biased on that, aren't I? But, you know, we got some pretty decent fans, mind you. Fulham versus Brentford, I believe that Fulham have got who? Millwall. Fulham are playing Millwall and Brentford are playing Arsenal at the Emirates. Ipswich versus Norwich this Sunday. Yeah, that's a good derby. I quite like that one. I knew a Norwich fan and I've known an Ipswich fan, funny enough, and they absolutely despise each other. My opinions on Preston. A very passionate supporter base, I believe, of Preston. I was in the Royal Air Force and I served with 2 Preston fans, and they're very passionate supporters. I know that much. And that kind of support I got a lot of respect for. And you've been through some dire times, haven't you? And you've stuck by it. So fair play to you. You know, I got a bit of a soft spot for Preston. Fair play. Okay, I was watching Macclesfield versus Maidenhead a year ago, and they're at the London Stadium. How things change. Yep. Things do change an awful lot in football. The game continues to evolve. Things continue to change. Clubs continue to change. Some clubs fall from grace. Some clubs rise out of nowhere, like Bournemouth, for example. Anyway, is it Tier? Is that how you pronounce your name? Tier Miller. Arsenal versus Brentford. What do I think of that? I think that's a great draw for Brentford. I think Arsenal should win comfortably, but Brentford are playing some good stuff this year, and Arsenal are not. So I think Brentford could go there, and if they play at the top of their game, they could fancy themselves. Oxford are playing at home against Manchester City, and that's from Matthew Forster. Who's going to win, Millwall or Fulham? It's at Millwall, isn't it? I got a funny feeling Millwall might pip them in that one. Apple Master, you're a legend. No, 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 no. You're a legend. Thank you for tuning in. All of you are legends. Do I think Preston will beat Middlesbrough at home? Yes, I think you probably will. Middlesbrough are good, mind you, but you're looking quite good this season yourself, Preston. So, I think you should fancy yourselves to do quite well in that tie. West Brom versus Villa is a big derby. A lot of people forget because of the second City derby and the Black Country derby. Well, yeah, George reminded me. When I was in the RAF, I actually served near Wolverhampton, and I went to go and watch Wolves quite a lot. And I tell you what, there's a lot of hatred between West Brom and Wolves. I can tell you that much. Who will win, Oxford or Man City? I think Man City are going to win, but at the same time, Oxford, Giant Killers. My club nearly we nearly knocked Tottenham Hotspur out of the cup last year, the FA Cup. We nearly did. We were 8 minutes away from doing that. So it just shows a League Two club nearly knocking out a top six club, almost. But then Oxford are a League One club, an underperforming League One club at that. I know that much. But a League One club against Man City, you never know. Football's a funny old game, isn't it? Right then, so anything anybody else wants to ask before I call it a night on this one? I mean, I would have started the recording earlier, but I couldn't really do it because I was back home late from work and I had to get my food in before I started because I don't want to go on the long haul and go hungry. But where are we?
Okay, well that's the reaction of the ex-pros. We're going to go very carefully.
Right, so match attacks are orange. I don't know what that means. If you can shed some light on that, that'd be great. I live in Oxford. What will be the score? The score will be Oxford 1, Man City 3. We'll see. But they're talking to all the Man City fans at the moment, and then there's two old biddies who are Man City fans saying they'd rather have been at home. But the thing is, when you're a big club, you want to go to the smaller clubs, you want to go to the smaller stadiums. It's like with me, I'm a Newport County supporter, but when we play in the FA Cup, I like going to these non-league grounds. There's a lot more character there than a big ground, you know. Big grounds are, the atmosphere is great, and it's always nice to go there, but, you can't knock the character. Imagine if Newport won against Oxford, Newport would have got Man City. Well, not technically, no, because the way the numbers work, they're in alphabetical order, so we'd have had a different number to Oxford, so it wouldn't have been the case, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't even look at what number we probably could have got. But, end of the day, there's some big clubs in that draw, regardless, it would have been nice for us to get through, to get a big draw, but, you can't have it all, can you? What's the biggest trophy Newport have won? Well, we actually won the Welsh Cup, which was actually a big trophy. It got you into Europe years ago, back in 1980, which meant we got to play in Europe, and we got to the quarter-final of the Cup Winners' Cup, believe it or not. But we've also won what was called the FAW Premier Cup, and we actually compete in that with clubs like Wrexham, Cardiff and Swansea. That cup is dead, and we're the last ones to ever win it in 2008. So there's not a lot of silverware to Newport County's name, other than sort of local county cups and things like that our reserve team have always played in. But there's definitely a lot of character and a lot of heart in our club. Match attacks are orange. Thanks. I will subscribe to you because you're so kind and caring. Come on, Oxford. Fair play. Can't fault it. Any of you who've subscribed today, that's absolutely amazing. Thank you. And check out our videos. We got some cracking videos on you, honestly. Just check them out. Look at the compilations. And a personal favourite of mine is the American Cringe compilation videos. I think you get a good laugh out of them. They were made by myself. Right then. It would have been the number before Norwich. I don't know who that would have been. So George WPA, Newport are my favourite Welsh club because of you. Well, brilliant. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And if ever you fancy coming down to come and watch us, I'll make sure we can arrange something for you so you can get in and everything like that, and we can introduce you to some of the lads. Make a good day of it for you, and that goes to any of you who got a soft spot for us because of this channel. But guys, we're getting about 25 minutes now. Aidan taking the county stickers to West Ham United on Saturday. So Aidan's actually a subscriber to our Facebook channel, Facebook page. And actually won one of our competitions where we dish out Newport County stickers. So for those of you on Facebook, look us up. We're the Amber Army. And you'll notice that the badge is the same on there as well. But guys, I'm going to go and finish the rest of my tea because I had to stop in the middle of eating it so I could bring this to you. So I'm going to go and finish that off now. But for those of you who have subscribed, join us on Sunday where I'll do this again. But you get a good 30 to 45 minutes then talking football. Anything you want to ask, anything you want to talk about between yourselves, great. But for those of you who subscribed tonight, thank you very much. And I'll be bringing, hopefully, every draw that goes on that TV will be brought to you with a reaction for those of you who can't get onto it on the TV. So thank you guys, and until the next time, cheerio for now, and as always, up the county. Good night.